going on YouTube? It's your girl Ro here. Back in the garden, doing my little thing. I am today decided at 1 o'clock in the heat of the day on a 90-degree day in 2 t-shirts and some black leggings. I decided to harvest some herbs, and I figured why not bring you guys along. I am growing many herbs, and I mostly use them for two reasons. That would be for culinary reasons and for teas. So what you see me harvesting right now is some mint. I'm actually growing quite a few varieties of mint, but the one that I'm harvesting right now is your standard peppermint. I also have some grapefruit mint. I have candy mint, and I have strawberry mint. So what I plan on doing here with all of this mint that I'm harvesting is I'm going to be dehydrating this for in the wintertime when I don't have any growing fresh. Right now I do use it fresh, and all I do is go outside, take a couple snips, wash it off, put it directly in my teapot, fill my teapot with hot water, let it steep, and then pour that water into a cup, and there I have my steaming cup of mint tea or whatever I'm harvesting at the time. But my mint patch was getting pretty big, and so it was time for me to harvest, and I don't need to make that much tea right now, so this is going in the dehydrator. Another herb I'm currently growing is parsley, and parsley is one of my favorites. I use that in a culinary fashion. I'm currently growing 3 varieties of parsley. I have flat leaf parsley, I have moss curled parsley, and I have, for the first time, Mitsuba Japanese parsley. So I have two main ways that I use parsley. The first is that I like to just throw pieces into a salad, a lettuce salad, and then throw some parsley in there, and I love the pop of flavor that it adds. The other way I like to do it is to do what I call a parsley salad. It started out as supposed to be tabbouleh, which I love, but I never, ever have bulgur wheat on hand, so I don't call it tabbouleh. I call it parsley salad, but it has everything else that tabbouleh has in it, and it's delicious, especially great in the summertime. Very refreshing. So the next thing you'll see me harvesting here is oregano. This is one of my favorite cooking herbs. I'm growing two varieties. I have your garden variety oregano, and then I purchased a plant of the Cuban variegated oregano, which is completely different, and it looks even completely different. I haven't tried it yet, but it's growing very well, and pretty soon it'll be at the stage where I can start harvesting that and give it a try as well. So the next herb that I'll be harvesting today is the one and only sage. It's a wonderful herb, and I use it in my culinary um, practices. I am currently growing three varieties. I have tricolor sage, and I got that one because it's variegated, and I am just in love with anything variegated. I have your garden variety sage, and then I'm also growing white sage, which I had the intention of growing in order to make my own smudge sticks, but the white sage is giving me a problem, people, and so I'm not going to be able to make smudge sticks from it, but I'm still going to grow it and see if I can get anything out of it. This next herb that I'm harvesting is lemon balm. It's my first time growing it, and I gotta say, I've been missing out. This is one of my favorites, not only because it smells so amazing, but it makes the greatest tea. I love it, you guys. I'm out here harvesting sprigs of this lemon balm like every other day so I can have it for tea at night. So far, I have only used lemon balm to make tea, and I've made it hot, and I've also made it into a iced tea. I don't add any sweetener or sugar, no honey or anything like that. I just like it the way it is. But I have a friend of mine who says that she likes to throw the leaves into her salads, and I imagine that's probably pretty good too. I haven't tried it myself, but it's worth giving a shot. The herb I'm picking from now is just some leaves that are a little yellow. It's not really ready to be harvested yet, but this is basil, and I'm growing several varieties. I have cinnamon basil. I have uh, spicy globe basil. I have lettuce leaf basil, lemon basil, and lime basil. Did I mention I have cardinal basil too? Basil is generally used for cooking, and that's cool and all. I love it for cooking, but I'm also fond of throwing it into my homemade teas. So, and it's really good. You don't need a lot of leaves because it's pretty flavorful, but basil makes a great tea if you haven't tried it before. Throw it in with what you got. I've used it with calendula or lemon balm, just anything really. So now I'm harvesting some calendula flowers. This is my first year growing calendula, and I really love it. Obviously, it makes a fantastic tea, and honestly, that's the only thing I've used it for outside of just the beauty of the flowers. They're so pretty, but they produce like crazy. If you keep cutting them off, they'll keep coming back. It's wonderful. I'm growing two varieties of calendula. I have the Balls Improved Orange, and I have the Resina calendula. They're super easy to grow, and I got the seeds for both of those from Baker Creek Heirloom Seeds. This will definitely be a repeat in all of my gardens from here on out. How I do it is I take those calendula flowers and I put them on my dehydrator at 105 degrees Fahrenheit, and I dehydrate them until they're super crispy, and then I store them in a amber ball jar along with rose petals that I've dried, and I make a tea from that. A very nice tea and very pretty in the jar. Well, that does it for harvesting day. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. That's certainly not an extensive list of all the herbs that I'm growing, but it is definitely all that I harvested on this particular day. I hope it gave you some ideas. If you have any questions about this, where I got the seeds at, feel free to drop them in the comments, and I will be back with another video. Happy growing, everybody.